a service of CNC Worldwide.
CNC Podcasts are a service of CNC Worldwide and brought to you by the Greece Chamber of Commerce, providing more than 800 member companies with business solutions since 1984. The Rochester Housing Authority has received marching orders from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Fire City Council member Adam McFadden as interim RHA director. The Rochester City Ethics Board ruled earlier this week there was no conflict of interest, with McFadden serving both on City Council and as temporary director of the RHA, as long as he recused himself from voting on any housing authority matters before the council. But HUD's Buffalo office sent a letter to the RHA Board of Commissioners saying McFadden's appointment does pose a problem under federal rules. Director Lisa Puglisi says the rules require there be no conflict of interest, either real or apparent. She says the McFadden appointment fails that test. Councilman McFadden told us by phone he can't comment. The authority's lawyer says the board will go into closed session at its next meeting Tuesday to discuss where it goes next. The Cuomo administration has awarded a substantial share of its latest round of economic development funding to the Finger Lakes region, which was rated a top performer in job creation. A total of $80.7 million will be shared by projects to encourage business and job growth. It includes $5 million to High-Tech Rochester for its Business Accelerator Cooperative, helping entrepreneurs get startup funding, $3 million to continue redevelopment of the Sibley Building in downtown Rochester, and $1.5 million to help RIT's Magic Laboratory create new businesses in the fields of gaming and digital animation. The announcement in Albany also included an official thanks and send-off for Lieutenant Governor Bob Duffy. He's leaving the administration and coming back to Rochester as head of the Rochester Business Alliance. A group of 17 Rochester area community organizations have introduced a new long-term care insurance plan for Medicaid recipients. They're calling it iCircle Care, and it's what's called a Medicaid-managed long-term care plan. It offers a wide range of home care and community-based long-term care for Medicaid-qualified people in 22 counties around upstate New York. A major goal, to provide services aimed at keeping the aging and disabled out of nursing homes by providing home care and other services to keep them living independently. A Webster Schrader High School student collapsed during phys ed class Thursday and is doing well at Strong Memorial Hospital after being given CPR. The American Heart Association says this shows the importance of teaching high school classes how to administer CPR to save lives. Coincidentally, students at Greece Athena High School were taking CPR in their gym classes on Thursday. Greece now has given CPR training to every student and employee at all 4 of its high schools. That makes it one of just 2 school districts in the state to win a Heart Safe accreditation from the Heart Association. State police have filed drug charges against 4 University of Rochester students. 2 were charged with felony drug sales, 2 with criminal possession of prescription drugs, MDMA. The arrests were made off campus. The university's dean of students says they were part of an investigation begun several weeks ago with the cooperation of the U of R's Department of Public Safety. An Israeli citizen will go before a federal immigration judge after he was arrested this week at the Rochester airport. The TSA says the 41-year-old man was arrested after apparently losing it when he was told he had overstayed his visa. He allegedly screamed anti-American statements and then said he had a nuclear bomb in his pocket. Authorities have not yet released his name. The man accused of firing a shotgun at Rochester police officers answering a domestic abuse call has pleaded not guilty to 3 counts of attempted murder of a police officer. Tony Youngblood, Jr. allegedly fired shots at officers on a staircase and through the windows of a house on Vermont Street last month. He is also accused of holding an 8-year-old child hostage. A judge has put an order of protection on the child. Youngblood is due back in court next week. 3 men are in the Monroe County Jail after 2 of them burst into a Penfield man's home Wednesday and stole money. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office says one of the men stayed in the car. 2 others entered a home at 8 Walnut Hill Drive near Plank and Scribner Roads. They wore ski masks and carried what looked like a rifle, although it later turned out to be a BB gun. They confronted the occupant, beat him with the butt end of the gun, but he ran out of the house and made it to a neighbor's where he called 911. The suspects fled, but the victim had the description of their red Jeep Cherokee. Deputies on the way to the scene spotted it pulling into the Bay Trail School parking lot on Scribner Road. The suspects tossed their gun into a snowbank where the school principal found it and turned it in before they were arrested. The suspects were identified as brothers Nicholas and Vincent Zimmer and Michael Scarata of Penfield. All three are charged with first-degree burglary, and deputies say this was a targeted crime. Your next CNC podcast is whenever you click on one of these pages and catch one. We post updates as necessary. I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.